definition of security. What is a definition of security?
All right. A security in the form of an investment contract. That's what's happening here. 4 things have to happen. 1, has to be an investment. 2, into a common enterprise. 3, you are led to believe.
Hang on. Investment, common enterprise.
Common enterprise.
Okay, you have to believe.
A reasonable expectation of profit.
Okay.
And 4, and you rely on the efforts of others for that profit. If you meet those 4 factors, and you must meet all 4, then it is an investment contract.
Give me the 4th one. So investment, common enterprise, reasonable expectation of profit, and you're relying on others.
Relying on others
to help make a profit?
To make the profit.
So let me ask you a question.
Yep.
If this is what the definition of security is, I've been Series 7 since day before 9/11, whatever, 2001 I've been Series 7, 66, 31, 26, all those licenses. Till today I have my licenses, right?
Your Series 7 can drink now.
My Series 7 can drink now. You're right. In 1 year. In a year it can drink. Not yet. It would have to drink at a party like it typically would do. But if that's what you're saying, how many people, and this is a very simple question, how many people buy XRP, Ethereum, or Bitcoin for its technology rather than as a source of investment?
That is a great, great question, because there are, let me address this, there are a group of people I represent that use the technology. They go on the ledger, the XRP ledger, and they use it as a bridge asset. They buy casino coin. There's a decentralized exchange part of the ledger, and they trade assets, trade different currencies.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo dark web now, man.
And so there are users of the technology, but there's no doubt that there's a lot of people are speculating, right? Whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum,
I've read
XRP.
as much as like 97% are speculators.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the part where, for them, they don't like that, right? I mean, you just defined. If I ask right now, and listen, most people are probably not going to say exactly, but if I ask right now, why are you buying Bitcoin? Oh, it's a great investment. No. Don't use that word.
Right.
Don't use that word. Like in as a financial advisor, what's the one word you cannot use as an advisor? Like the one word you have to be careful selling mutual funds or stocks or bonds. What's the word? The G word. What's the G word? Guaranteed. You can't say, dude, I guarantee you. The stock market with American funds, the last since 1934 when American Funds Investment Company of Act America came out, it's done 12.2%. Dude, I guarantee you can't say that, right? So that's the G word. So the investment word, you cannot use that with these technologies. Okay, number one, you're looking at it as an investment, common enterprise, reasonable expectation of profit. Most people have a reasonable expectation of profiting, and then relying on somebody else to make the profit. One can say that about all of them, right? So then the conversation becomes decentralized or centralized. Many will say, well, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the most decentralized product out there, right? Let's just say that's what many will say.
Right.
But then they'll say, look, Ripple is somewhat centralized. And they'll come back and say, no, it's not. It's pretty decentralized. Only 7% is centralized, right? How much does it matter whether the technology or the coin or the wallet is centralized or decentralized? How much does that matter?
Great question. And let me just point on your point about the investment.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Ripple lawyers and others, they don't want me talking about investments and things like that. So you're 100% right. Now, I will tell you that you have to focus on the token versus the technology.
Yes.
The network versus the token. Ripple, I will tell you right now, I can absolutely win any argument that the XRP ledger is more decentralized than the Ethereum network. I put every dollar I got on it.
Why is that?
First of all, because if Ripple went away, they filed bankruptcy tomorrow, right? XRP ledger continues, XRP continues. Vitalik Buterin dies, you're going to tell me Ethereum's going to continue to go? Mark Cuban just recently said, when he was challenged by Bitcoin maxis on a clubhouse, I was listening in, and they were like saying to Mark, they were like, look, it's not even Ether 2.0. They're going from proof of work to proof of stake. They keep promising to never deliver. And Mark says, I think that Vitalik's going to figure it out, and I'm putting my money on that. That's centralization. right? Right there.
Yeah.
Now, the problem for Ripple
Interesting.
is that they own 50% of the XRP. Okay, that's token centralization. That's token centralization, and that's the real problem for them. And a lot of people look at that and say, well, you own half of the token.
That's the market manipulation people were talking about.
They're
as well.
worried about that, and that's why
Price
Brad
themselves up or
Garlinghouse
down.
came up with the escrow, where they put it all in escrow, and each month only $1 billion of the 50 billion will come out, and then they'll go back in escrow, and they can't touch
That's
it.
good he did that, by the way.
Very smart.
Very good he did that.
Very smart.
You made a great point too about Vitalik. Like, I'm a big Ethereum guy. Anybody that's been listening to the podcast knows I'm very, very, very bullish on Ethereum. But I'm bullish
am
on
too.
Ethereum because of Vitalik. Same way that I own Tesla because of Elon Musk. Elon Musk bails on Tesla, I'm out.
Right.
You know, so the proponent of the great man theory, that's a great point that you're making.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.